Alright, for this week on Film Ventures, I've got the Lego Movie. Can't get more self-explanatory than that. I remember when they first announced the Lego Movie, and I was just like, I can't see that working. I really couldn't see it working. It just seemed so silly. But then again, that might be the point. But then the trailer came out, and I was like, okay, now you've got me interest, because it just looks silly. I mean, it looks like it knows exactly what it is. And it seems to be the right kind of humor. It's the humor that you would see in the Lego games, which I'm a big fan of. So yeah, there's having that, just, that certainly piqued my interest, and I mean, really gave me something to hope for this month, which is surprising because usually during January and February nothing of interest comes out, or if there's nothing that really stands out from the rest, I should say. So I'm hoping this is a surprise. I really am. I hope this is a good film. I heard good things about it. It's gotten good reviews, as far as I can tell. And according to one of the reviews from ComingSoon.net, it says that expect the humor from the Lego games. So that's a plus for me. If I have any concern, I guess it is like maybe the story, or maybe it's just it might be too silly or something. I do have some skepticism for going into this. I don't know why. I just have, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. I really am. I really hope it does play with that Lego humor. So yeah, that's all I've got right now. So I'm going to head into the theater and check it out as soon as I can figure out how to get out of the car. Oh, the car's locked. I'm not going. Never mind. Here I go. It's cold outside. Anyways, just got done with the Lego Movie. Fair warning. As soon as the film ends, and you're gonna find yourself humming the "Everything is Awesome" song. Probably gonna last for a while. Just to warn you. It's not a bad note, it's a catchy beat. But anyways, how did I like the movie? I really enjoyed it. Actually, I was fairly surprised with it. The movie exceeded my expectations. I really didn't expect this. I didn't really. What's the word I'm looking for here? I just wasn't expecting this movie to be as good as it was. Now, I think if there's anything that you might complain about, it's the story. You can probably figure out what's going on, and you can see what's coming. I guess that's no shock, but really, it does it fairly well. It still works for the film. It really does. I mean, and also point out there's a twist. There is a twist in this film. Once again, you might see it coming, and I gotta say, I liked how it was handled. It gave the film complexity. But really, it's a simple story, but very effective. And actually, I don't know. It felt like it was longer than I think the runtime's like about hour 35. It felt a little bit longer though, and if that is the case, I don't know if it's an hour 35. I have to compliment the film for its pacing, because it did a terrific job, and probably just do the same if it was longer, because it was still paced fairly well. I love the voice casting in this film. I love. I'm surprised. I'm surprised at Will Ferrell in this film, because Will comes off as very believable. Given the role he's playing, and just given what he does normally, this was different for him. He just plays it a little differently, and I think it's like everyone knows what they're up with and what they're doing, what they're expecting from the role. So I think it just handles fairly well. Sorry. I really like Chris Pratt. I like Chris Pratt's performance as Emmett. I can't really gauge him as much because I haven't seen him in a whole lot. Granted, I saw him last week in Her, but still, I didn't. I can't really gauge how, like, compared to everything else he's done. So, but as I said, a lot of the voices fit in this film. His voice definitely fit for the character of Emmett. He did a great job. Really brought some charisma and just overall, I would say, energy into that role. It was just right. Everybody in this film was just hilarious. I love Liam Neeson in this film as Bad Cop. He's fantastic. And I don't know if it's because it's just the character or if it's Liam Neeson. And I think it's really funny. Actually, I think it's one of the few times you actually get to hear Liam Neeson's authentic accent. He actually gets to be Irish in this movie, and it's awesome. Morgan Freeman's hilarious. Elizabeth Banks. She's probably not the, she's not the one. She stands out, but she's not like everyone else. She's kind of right there. She hits the right spot. She just doesn't expand upon that. I guess I was expecting Will Arnett to play Batman the way he did. I was expecting a parody version, and you know what? It's fine because it fits this movie. It really did. I was actually impressed that what they did with the character. Okay, it wasn't like they did anything deep with the character. It's just that I was kind of worried that they were going to play him like just a guy dressed up as Batman. It's like, oh, it's like it's not really going to hit the right spots. But this was clearly a parody of Batman, but they still got some of the stuff down and just had fun with that, and I liked it. So it fit. Like this movie seems to do. The word for the day is fit and right and all that stuff. That is the word, because that is what the movie does. If you know me, I am a big fan of stop motion animation, and I'm glad that most of this film was stop motion, and they did a fantastic job with it. It really is impressive because of all the shots and everything they do with it. They do have different animation styles. They have, I'm pretty sure there's some authentic 3D CGI stuff in this, but still, it was really impressive what they did with it. I'm actually kind of curious to see how they did some of the stuff. I really hope there's a good featurette on when it's Blu-ray and DVD. Oh, you know what? Before I go any further, there's one more voice I forgot about this. It was in this film. Charlie Day. He doesn't have a big role, but he stands out, and maybe it's because it's Charlie Day. So if you're a Charlie Day fan, all the more reason to go see this film. He's really funny in this movie, or energetic. That I should say. It's a better word. Okay, so there's that. Okay, back to animation, which was great. The humor was outstanding. I mean, it's what you expect it to be. It's over the top, just like the Lego games, which I love. And it just goes with it. It really is a fun time. I felt myself laughing a lot in this movie. I really did. Oh, it just hit the right spots. It really, really is a funny-ass film. In my book, probably the best comedy of the year. But then again, I don't have high standards for comedies. Sorry. Anyways, so yeah, this film just hits all the right spots. It really is. It exceeded my expectations. It hasn't been a big list so far this year, but I could see this being on my top list for 2014. It's a fun film. It does everything right. It gives you the right messages. It does, it has a fun voice cast. If you've got nothing else better to do this weekend, I say check it out. You've got your family, check it out. But even with that, you don't need to be a kid to enjoy this film. This film is for everybody. Everybody will probably get the jokes in this film. It is a fantastic movie. I cannot recommend it enough. I think the animation genre has competition this year. I do have a hard time seeing how many films are going to top this one. And maybe they will. But yeah, as it stands, a Lego Movie could possibly be the best animated film of the year. And I will stick with that. So alright, that is the Lego Movie. And that will do it for this edition of Film Venture. Next time I'm on, it's going to be RoboCop. So we're going to see if that remake does anything special. We'll see. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go home and maybe play a Lego game. And see if the Everything is Awesome song is still in my head. We'll see.